I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to.
Hi everybody, it's Jules again, and today in the series for making your mermaid tail, we are going to be working on your fluke. Drawing it out onto the board and everything. This will be the second half of the first one where we just drew it out onto the paper. So we're going to be getting that done today. A few things that you probably going to need, and I am probably going to repeat this again. Get yourself a couple Sharpies, some straight pins, scissors, X-Acto knife, and Scotch tape, you know, your clear tape. So that's going to work out. So hopefully you all enjoy this video. I ask that you please rate it, and if you can, leave a comment, let me know what you think of the video, because I'd like to be able to make these better if I'm not giving enough information out to y'all, and that way you'll be able to make one of these yourself. So thanks again for watching, and enjoy. Okay everybody, well here's my fluke. It's cut out and I have it sitting on the board right now. Now I'm going to reposition it a little bit on the board to get it to where I want, so I can build my retaining walls without having to worry about any overlap or small edges. That way I have plenty of room to work with. And basically now I'm going to get ready to trace this out onto my board. Once it's traced out onto my board, then it'll be ready to go. The few things that I did use to get this done were a little bit more of clear tape. I used the ruler, I used my scissors, and I used an X-Acto knife. Now the X-Acto knife came in real handy in the curves and also trying to keep a cleaner edge, because you know how when you get so far deep into paper it's hard to cut. So the X-Acto knife came in real handy. Now what I plan on doing with this, once I'm done doing the outer edge, is I'm going to be cutting on the inside wall of the fluke all the way down. And I'm going to fold it back up to do that. That way both sides are even. That way when I build my outer edge wall, both sides are going to be the same width. Okay, we're back because I forgot one other small thing that you're going to need, and that is straight pins. Now what we do with the straight pins is basically we're going to sit and we're going to put them in to hold everything in place. Basically you're just going to take them, and it's going to take a little bit of force, but you're going to push them down and into the wood. Okay, well now we have it all pinned down. I'll show you the pins. And you just have to go a little bit here and there just to make sure you get them to hold down and all the way around. So you have a nice stable and non-moving surface, because you don't want the fluke to move around while you're tracing it out. So I'm going to go ahead and trace this out, and then I'm going to bring back to the video. Alright, I'll see y'all in a bit. Okay, as you can see, I've cut out the inner part of the fluke and just left the outer edge walls and where the monofin goes. Now I'm going to be tracing these, and these will make each of my outer edges around about to within, I'd say, a millimeter, maybe 2, of the same size going all the way around. That way my edges will match up when I do a second molding and I flip it over, so everything will match up. So I'm going to go ahead and get this pinned down and traced down, and then we'll be back. Okay, welcome back, and as you can see we have everything sketched out. I have the monofin sitting there just so you can see the size of it, and we're actually going to measure this out so you can see exactly how big this fluke really is. I mean, it's pretty big. So I got my tape measure here, and I'm sorry I'm doing this with one hand for each, so you'll have to forgive how things look. Okay, so we're going to set this down here, and I'm going to go ahead and go across at the widest point. And we're about set. So we're right there. I'm going to go ahead and lock the tape measure in place, and we're going to leave it sitting there. So we're going to come up and we're going to see the tape measures all the way across, and we are at pretty much almost 38 inches, 37, and it looks like just about 3/4 almost. So yeah, about 3/4. So we got a pretty big Fluke, and this will be able to push a good amount of water. I am going to have to get something to fill in some of the voids so it's not so floppy, and I'm going to use probably E6000, or I'll find some other sort of glue that'll work good to mold the Lexane into the fin. So it'll have a little bit of flop because I'm not going to go all the way out to every edge, but I want it to have, you know, a little more strength than what it will have right now. So there is the monofin sketched out. So thanks a lot. Y'all have a great day.